Well, welcome back to a windswept Norfolk. I was really hoping to be able to show you a fully finished roof here this week. Part of what we've been expecting at the end of last week's build and this week's, but well, the weather I think hasn't been that kind to our team working here, and they've been pulled off this and concentrated on some indoor jobs. But actually it's getting a little, you reach that stage in the building project where you start looking at things and thinking, why is it taking so long? We're at that stage with this roof really, but it's coming on. There are an awful lot more tiles up here than there were this time last year, but still a large section to be completed, and the weather, as I say, hasn't been exactly the best for them. Still got an awful lot of tiles here. Don't think we're actually going to utilise the majority of these. Going to have a lot of spares, but we do have that barn in the distance as the next project to do, so they're not going to go to waste. Let's go and see what else has been happening on this building site and bring you right up to speed this week. I've made my way round into the body of the large barn here. Hasn't been an awful lot of work undertaken in this area. Still got the insulation in place, the corner struts on the reinforcement in, the window was in, I think, beginning of last week. What has been achieved in this area has largely been done in this knock through. They've bricked up the old fireplace in what was the garden room. Steels have been tidied up and the walls cut down, so we've got more of a indication of what this is going to feel and look like on those openings. And here's where the major work's been done. The two steels, or three steels really, that are going to form this new opening going out into the garden. The large one, the French windows are going to sit under, went in during the week, and the brickwork's starting to be put back in to support the walls above, because this has to be in place and this scaffolding all removed to be able to get the concrete into this floor area. The doorway's now been formed with, I think, 2 lintels. I don't know why 2 lintels went in there, but they've been bolted together to form the support through into the shower and bathroom downstairs. So this is now starting to open up nicely. We're hoping to get the remainder of that brickwork in later on, well, early next week I hope, so that this scaffolding can then be removed, and then it's a case, I guess, weather permitting, concrete going into this base to form the floor to bring it up to the level here. And then at that stage, well, after that I hope the roof will be finished, and then who knows, we don't know when the windows are booked to come, but we're almost at the stage where we'd be ready for those, I guess, if these floors can be progressed at that stage. So it'll be interesting to see what the next project's going to be. The other big job that they did, we had digger guy on site with a mini digger for the first 2 days of the week, and the old swimming pool site out there has now been levelled, so looking a little less like a bomb site and a little more like a garden. Not fully there yet, and the level we do need to come up, so he was working for 1 day putting all the rubble and broken brick that came out of here into the new car parking area and driveway, and removing the top 8 inches of topsoil into piles ready to come round and be put into the swimming pool. So, as I said, slow progress really. You look at where this has moved to over the last week and you're thinking, wow, it's not progressing as fast as we would hope, but you can hear what the weather's been doing here, and this is quite characteristic for this week. Pretty gusty, intermittent showers, threat of snow on Monday and Tuesday, so I really can't be too harsh on them not wanting to do too much on the roof in those conditions and looking for a nice dry inside job. It's coming on, we'll get there. Still on target for end of March, beginning of April. Time will tell whether that's realistic or just a best wish. Thanks for watching, we'll bring you up to date next week.